My inner fan is showing. I'm cool. I'm chill.
No, you're not. Hi, I'm Chrissy.
I'm Alston. And today we're going to be discussing Civil War, what we're hoping to see, what we're not hoping to see.
What we think will happen, what we think might not happen.
And then we'll come back next week and see how right or wrong we were. You want to start us off?
Okay, so I don't watch movie trailers. I have no idea like what the sides are or like who's fighting for what. I just know Steve is really intent on saving Bucky.
I have to be careful how much I say because I have seen all the trailers with the exception of one or two of the really recent ones because I know that Chrissy doesn't watch them and I didn't want to accidentally spoil something. There are certain things that I know for a fact, but I have to figure out which ones are spoilers. My other problem is I don't know what I know is spoiler versus conjecture.
I know a lot of people on the internet are a little annoyed that Civil War is about Tony and Steve. They haven't been friends. They've never been friends.
I definitely agree. The emotional impact of Steve and Tony are fighting kind of doesn't exist because Steve and Tony always fight. So it just kind of sounds like Tony being like, I'm gonna rip up our friendship bracelet. And Steve's like, I never made you a friendship bracelet.
So I know that Civil War is supposed to be Steve and Tony fighting. The trailers have really made it about Steve is just trying to save Bucky.
We won't know until we see the movie. My understanding is the argument breaks out over the idea of registration. So we think that's what the movie's gonna be about, is basically trying to hold superheroes accountable, especially for the collateral damage that happens being a superhero.
I really have no idea which side. Like, I do agree that people should be held accountable. I feel a little iffy on the actual registration part. I know so much less about Steve's side of things, so I'm really interested to see Steve's argument. I feel like a bigger decision like this, something that's impacting so many people, I really do trust Steve to at least think it through a little bit.
Normally I would agree. I will say Bucky is his blind spot, and my impression of the movie thus far is that Steve's main goal is to protect Bucky to a fault. I agree with Tony and Natasha policy-wise on the idea of being held accountable, but I feel like on a personal level, if this were happening to me, I'd probably be the Steve. I'd be the Hufflepuff Steve who's like, this is my friend, and you can't touch them! Any other thoughts about Civil War?
So I'm really interested just to see the reasoning of both sides. I really do trust the Russo brothers to give us a solid argument for both sides, because Steve might be a little blindsided by his desire to protect Bucky, but we do have like Clint and Wanda and Sam on his side.
So far we know that Clint is on his side because Steve called first.
According to Jeremy Renner. That might not be canon.
That sounds so canon though.
I really don't think these people would be supporting Steve if Steve was legitimately backing an idea that wasn't good for people. There's gotta be some reasoning, and I'm really interested to see what it is. Would you like to give any things that you're interested to see or what you're excited about in the movie?
I'm excited about most of it. I'm really hoping I'm gonna like it. My biggest thing is I don't want to be let down, to be honest. After Age of Ultron, I got really excited, and then really not. We are hoping that they don't pull a Joss Whedon because I loved Winter Soldier. Frankly, before Winter Soldier, I never cared about Steve, and now I'm like, Steve and Sam the Running Man and Natasha and Bucky. And I think they'll do well, but yeah, definitely after how much I loved Avengers and then how much Whedon let me down in Age of Ultron, I have trust issues now.
Before Civil War airs, I know that we're gonna get caught up on all the movies. If you guys are gonna have like a pre-Civil War viewing party, let us know, tell us about it, share a video, and leave us a comment. So if you liked our video, hit the like button, subscribe, and we will see you next week after Civil War.
It's gonna break me.
It already broke me, I'm broken.
Rhodey!
Natasha!
Rhodey! Nailed it.
We're not really sure, but I'm pretty sure Wanda is on Steve's side. She keeps appearing on like merchandise for Tony and for Steve, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm so confused.
I think she's the double agent.